Hello, everyone. All right, let me see if I can pin the message to the top. Hello, hello. All right, welcome. I just pinned the link to the live gemstone sale to the top of the chat. So that's where you're going to purchase for stuff. Let me flip my shoes off and get a little comfortable. Hey, everyone. Heather Maxwell is here. Hey, beautiful. Yay. All right. First things first, I want to apologize if you all start to hear chainsaw in the background. Apparently, Saturday mornings are when they come to cut the palm trees. So we do have, or if he ends up behind me, I don't think we have a pine tree or a palm tree quite behind me, but yeah. All right. Sean is here. Hello. Hello, Jenny. Yay. Okay. So we have a lot of specimens today. I mean, well, we have the same amount of specimens that we normally do, but we have a lot of one of a kind. Okay. So I'm going to have to be showing like A, B, C, D, E. So it's going to be a fun day. Okay. But we're going to roll today. Okay. We are going to roll. Phoenix is here. Oh, you have me on the living room TV again? Oh my gosh. Hopefully everything's all right. Okay. Anyway, all right, for those of you, Beth is here. Hello. For those of you who do not know, hello, I am Morgan, owner of Goddess Creations. Once a month, we do live gemstone sales here on YouTube. We try to correspond them to the Sabbats because we are a witchcraft company, pagan company. So as I go over the gemstones, I go over their metaphysical properties, okay? How you can use them for your practice, all that kind of stuff, okay? So we are doing there's a couple of months that don't have Sabbats, all right? So we have filled them in with other things. So July is our Yuletide and July sale, just because we run massive clearance on our website, inkgoddesscreations.com. It is the opening of our Witchy Advent pre-sale. So ordering a Witchy Advent during the month of July or the first 2 weeks of August is the only way to guarantee that you get a Witchy Advent. So we're also this month, next weekend, opening the IGC Vault, which is bringing back some of y'all's favorite products that we have either discontinued or just have not had in stock. So this is why we call it Yuletide in July, because it's like Christmas in July, okay? Heather says a star is born and Christy is here. Hello. All right, so, and Laura says, hello, I'm excited for this sale. Thank you all for joining me live. We didn't do a lot of advertising or pushing for this one this month because I have a love-hate relationship with Meta right now, so we haven't done a lot of advertising that we would normally do on social media, but we're going to be here for about an hour and a half today. Our price range for today is $7 up to $300. Okay. So there is a little bit of everything, a little bit of every budget here in case you just want to, be a part of the live gem sale experience. Okay. The chat up at the top of the chat is the link to where everything's going to be published. So as I go over them, Colin lists them for live on our website. And it is first come, first serve. You have to complete checkout in order to reserve the item. Okay. Adding it to your cart does not reserve it. Okay. If you end up buying more than one thing today, then we either we reserve the right to ship the item separately if it's in the best interest of the gemstone, or if we combine things together and you have a shipping overage, we issue a gift card to the store for that overage amount. Okay, so that's how it works here. We don't do that claim crap. You have to finish checking out and then the gemstone is yours. Okay. All right. Woo. Normally I make tea before we start. I did not do that today. All right, we have 20 specimens today. A little bit of everything. So these are some of our favorite finds at the Tucson Gem Show from this year. Some very weird ones. And that's what we decided to do because there's no Sabbat. We decided to go with some of our favorites, some weird ones. And yeah, that's what this is going to be about today. Okay, so let's start. Let's jump in. If you all have any comments or questions, of course, put them up in the chat. It's one of the cool things of being live is interacting with me. So, all right, we are going to start with Ruby Zoisite raw pieces. Okay. So this comes from one of our great, amazing vendors that allows us to shop early. And I'm going to show you why we ended up buying them in the first place. We ended up buying them because of this little guy right here. And this is B, just so y'all know. But yes, and we've already had comments on social media. It looks like watermelon, and that's why we bought them. Okay? That's why we bought them. But ruby zoisite has some amazing properties. So let me show you all up close. And I know the coloring here kind of washes things out. It's just all the lighting. And I also hope I don't have to turn, I will have to turn the light off in order to see. So ruby is UV reactive as well. I'm going to have to flip the light off here, but we're going to go over the metaphysical properties first as I hold a piece up for you all. Okay. Ruby zoisite is a dynamic blend of passion and peace, making it a powerful stone for those seeking balance in all areas of life. The vibrant ruby ignites courage, vitality, and heart-centered action. And the red, of course, is ruby. The grounding zoisite encourages growth, healing, and emotional resilience. And that's going to be the green and black zebra stripes. Okay. Together, they create a stone of transformation, helping to turn negative energy into positive momentum through love and conscious awareness. Resonating with the heart chakra, ruby zoisite is especially supportive for empaths, healers, energy workers, and anyone navigating deep healing work. Okay, raw pieces radiate unfiltered energy and are perfect for altar work, meditation, or carrying during times of emotional intensity or holding. Okay, because they will help anchor your energy while staying open-hearted and empowered. Okay, so that's the properties of this. These are all raw pieces, so they make good focal pieces for your altar. Or, like I said, you can hold them. Hopefully, the two lights here. Actually, hold on, I'm gonna see something real quick. You guys, I might keep the lights off for the gem show. We'll see. We'll do it on a case-by-case basis. But I kind of like the mood now. Okay. All right. Hopefully. See, it's not showing up on camera, but the picture, okay, Ryan got an amazing picture because like I'm seeing it react and you all are not. Ryan got an amazing picture of it. So you'll have to look at the listing because it's an amazing, like these are super UV reactive. It's just not showing up on camera. Like I'm even looking at it and it's bright red to me, but it's because of the extra lights and stuff in here. It's just an added bonus of the ruby zoisite and to show you that the ruby's real. All right, so these you'll be buying the exact one I show. Generally speaking, with our live sales, it starts at A. It's going to be the smallest specimen, and they get larger as they move along. Okay, so this one is A. A measures 3 inches by 2 inches, weighs 7 ounces. It's $42. Okay, this is amazing grade ruby zoisite, especially with the big chunks of ruby. B is the one that looks like a watermelon. And that is why, if you're wondering in the pictures, we do have them on like a cutting board with a little knife because we were playing into the whole watermelon thing. B is 4 inches by 1.5. It weighs 8 ounces. It's $48. Okay. C is 3 inches by 2.5. It has a massive amount of ruby in it. Weighs 10 ounces. It's $54. D's ruby is like deep in there. I love it. D is 3.5 by 2, weighs 11 ounces. It's $62. And it has a really nice part of the zoisite. So the heart opening, the grounding, all of that. All right, and I said D was 62. E is 3 inches by 2 inches. It weighs 12 ounces. It's $66. So again, with this one, you've got gorgeous zoisite, the green and the black, and then a nice big chunk of ruby right in there. And actually, okay, so yeah, this one, so this is E, right? So if you're interested in E, the ruby has a hexagon shape right here. So it's almost like one of those record keeper hexagons. Like it looks like this was a chunk of ruby here in the hexagon shape, and then this is a separate hexagon. And if you know, ruby hexagons are like, yeah, they're record keepers. They help you access the Akashic records, all that. So it looks like two of them form next to each other in this piece. So that's a cool one. And that's E is 66. F is 3.5 by 2.5. Nice, huge chunk. And then we have some of the host stone or something that was growing next to it or forming next to it. I like to say crystals grow, but I understand they form. This is F, weighs 13 ounces, $72. And then G, right? Oh man, the ruby on G is amazing. 4 inches by 2.5, weighs almost a pound, $86. Okay. And actually, I'm going to try. We're going to actually, there we go. So you can see it does glow a little bit more. Just trying to move it away from the light. Yeah, because Phoenix says the pictures show the ruby showing that gorgeous, intense pink-red glow. Totally makes me think of Ursula from The Little Mermaid's lipstick. I love that. But yeah, we just have to get away from the lights because I don't have I have the controls for the lights, but I'd have to get up and go turn them off over there. So as we get away from the lights, or even try over here. Oh yeah, you can, there you go. You see how it is fluorescent? But you'll see in the pictures, it's this gorgeous, deep, glowing, reddish pink color. Okay, and that's the ruby. All right. Oh, Justine is here. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. Sure. Yes. Jenny says, I love that y'all leaned into the watermelon theme with those. Yes. Those came at a recommendation too. We were, it's one of our main vendors, but we were leaving and he was like, oh my gosh, I forgot to show you this. And there's actually two specimens. There's another specimen. He was like, I forgot to show you this too. Please don't leave. Hold on. And we have that up for sale too. So we kind of put all of his stuff in one show today. So, all right. That was number one. Number two, I like to tell you all who bought them at the gem show as well. I'm not really sure who grabbed these. I think we kind of saw them, collective thing, but I think it was Megan and Renee or Ren were the two that kind of went through and picked out the specific spheres, I think, but they're gorgeous. And if you like blue opal, I believe, don't hold me to it because I did not check before saying this, but if you like blue opal, we put up necklaces at the first of the month. And so I know that we did still have some left. I don't know if we still do. And I'm going to leave the lights off for this one. It's all dark and moody in here. I love it. So we have blue opal spheres for you all. And yeah, they picked out the funky ones. Like, now when you order, we have 6 of these. So we're just going to intuitively choose one. But some of them, they look like eyeballs. But I mean, even that is like, like in the cartoons, when someone's hypnotized, that's the way their eye looks and when they're hypnotized. So not all of them look like eyes, although that one kind of looks like a milky one. Hold on, we might be onto something here. Yeah, look. And if, like, do you see how the blue opal in that one just kind of, it does look like a little iris with not quite a black pupil. So yeah, they all kind of do look like eyeballs. Just various forms of eyeballs. That's really cool. Anyway, let's go over blue opal because some of them they're highly striated, like that one, and then like this one you'll see is like the half and half. This one is mostly the black, but the blue. Well, I mean, no, it's got there, but then right there, it's just gorgeous. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna hold this one up while I talk about blue opal. Blue opal connects the heart, throat, and third eye chakras to help calm one's mind and open channels of communication and imagination with the universe. It helps you tap into your higher self and find serenity throughout your day. Blue opal is prized for its ability to protect its owner from negativity and anger, and it's a favorite calming stone for many witches. Blue opal can come in varying shades from translucent, almost white, to earthy browns and deep shimmering blue. Okay, so this is where you have, most of these are like the dark brown black with the blue opal. Although this one's mostly blue here, and then you've got like the way that the carvers carved these, just cool as shit. So they're about 2¼ inches in diameter. We have 6 of them. They're $55 each. And this is one, like I said, we have 6 of them. So when you purchase one, we'll just intuitively send you one of these. You'll get one of the ones I showed here. And then we have 2 over there. Yeah, but these 4 show the most variety between the specimens. Laura said you're feeling very, very witchy, very relaxed. Yes. And Jenny says it does look like eyeballs. I thought they were really cool. And like I said, I think we still have some blue opal necklaces. So if the gemstone calls to you, I think we do still have some available. I really hope we do, because I keep saying that we do. But that gives you another form of blue opal if you're not like so much into spheres. Spheres are great for your altar, your sacred space, because spheres will disperse energy in all directions, or you can hold it, and it fits really well into the palm of your hand. Okay. Next, we have the $7 item. Okay. We do like to throw in, so our live gemstone sales are not always just expensive, one-of-a-kind gemstones. Sometimes they're things we just find super cool. Okay. This is one of those things. So we have some Chrysopra Sticks. And look, I just thought they were cool as hell. Oh, hold on. I was trying to find you 2 different. They're kind of, I'm going to keep the lights off again. They're like translucent, like green, milky. It's cool as shit. But then there are some that are a little bit more solid. But they are like in between a mint and a grass green. Some of them are more grass green. Some of them are more mint green. Sorry, I'm actually covering up the mint green part. See how, so I just thought they were really cool because like we don't get a lot of this shape gemstone. So let's talk about Chrysopras. Let me find 2 more as well. It's just cool. Chrysopras resonates with the heart chakra and is perfect for opening the heart to matters of truth, balancing energy, and transforming negative energy into positive energy. It can help mend a broken heart, overcome negative thought patterns and behavior. Oh, yeah, seeing that like milky. And then grass green. I think it's so cool. And fosters trust and acceptance of others. It is a stone associated with business success and has been known to help eliminate insomnia and nightmares. It's a detoxifying stone, encouraging the body to get rid of that which poisons you. I love that. So yeah, these are little mini wands if you are traveling and you have a little travel altar that you want to put together. Or they're great for holding while you meditate or just to calm down, to open up your heart chakra. We have 26 of these and they are $7 each. Now look, last time I told y'all that we don't ever sell out of the tumbled gemstones, which this is considered a tumbled. I told y'all that we don't ever sell out of the tumbled, so you can add it to your cart and have it just sit there until a bigger specimen that you want to buy comes along. But then you said challenge accepted, and we sold out of the tumbled last month that we had. So I'm not going to tell you all that again. But we do have 26 of them. So chances are if you were to add 1 or 2 to your cart and just let it sit there for a little while until something else, and then add something else to your cart, you probably will be all right. Okay? But y'all called my bluff last time, or you said challenge accepted. That's what one of the comments said too at the end. Y'all were like challenge accepted. So I love it. All right, so next we have a piece of jewelry. I know I'm rolling. I told y'all we were going to roll today. If anybody is new or joining, the link is pinned at the top of where to purchase. You just have to keep refreshing because as I go over specimens, my husband lists them online, and you have to complete checkout. So yeah, that's the fun stuff here. All right, so next is a piece of jewelry. For the sake of the table space, we did not put chains on anything, okay? But understand that our jewelry does come with chains. But yes, we just didn't add them because then I have to have these big necklace boards where the chains could get tangled and all that good stuff. So, all All right, let me find a good one. I might have to turn the lights back on for this. If you are just joining us, normally I do not do lives in the dark, but the gemstones have been wanting it today. So today is a dark and moody day, apparently. Ooh, that one's really pretty. I'm going to show that one too. I mean, I'm going to show a lot of them. Okay. Nope, still don't need the light on. So this is amethyst. Okay, amethyst. This is naturally, it's like an opalized shell. Okay. Hi, Annette. We're doing well here. How are you doing? Okay, this one actually has a purple sheen to it, but when the light hits it, it goes blue. Anyway, you would be ordering one and we'll send you one of these intuitively. So you may not even get this one, but I'm trying to show you all the color range of amethyst. Look at that. Oranges, greens, purples, blues. I'm just going to run through all of them so that you, oh my gosh, look at that. So what amethyst is, and these are sterling silver necklaces with the open back. Okay. So even though, you know, the gemstone won't come into direct contact with your skin, but you have the open energy flow without the back being there. So if when you wear jewelry, you like the open back on that, for the energy to go right to you, then these are good for you. So let's go over amethyst. Okay. I put them all down on top of my amethyst notes too. That's great. Amethyst is made of fossilized shells of ammonite. Okay. Ammonites are fossilized marine animals shaped like spirals whose extinction coincided with the dinosaurs' extinction. As a metaphysical stone, ammonite activates the third eye for interdimensional and astral travel. When placed on the third eye, I actually picked one that was kind of eye-shaped too. That's funny. Ammonite activates spiritual will and your soul's path and can help you release past life obstacles that are affecting your current incarnation. The spiral shape reminds us to honor the pattern of life and can also take you deep into your core, transforming negative energy into positively flowing spirals. So amethysts are like opalized ammonite, okay? The sheen, the iridescence is real. So what they did is these are just pieces of the ammonite. The ammonite is like the spiral fossil that you see quite commonly. So what they did was they took the highly iridescent opalized pieces of the ammonite, and that's what they made these pendants out of. Okay. So we have 9 of these. The average is about 3/4 of an inch by 1/2 an inch. Okay. And even back here, that sheen is natural, you guys, or that iridescence is naturally occurring. Look at that. These are $70, okay, because sterling silver setting, and it comes with a 24-inch sterling silver chain. Okay, so they do, I don't have the chains here to show you, but they do come with a 24-inch sterling silver chain. They have the open back, and this is a sterling silver setting. But yes, you will order one and we will intuitively choose one of these for you. Oh, good. The blue purple is showing up on that one. But yeah, the iridescence is anything from like an emerald green, blue, orange, red. There's some yellow in here. Absolutely gorgeous. And as you see, we have a variety of shapes as well. But they all weigh the same. That's what, so jewelry or, well, sterling silver jewelry, it's usually priced by the gram at the gem show. Gemstones in general are generally priced by the kilogram. So they're all about the same kilogram or, you know, gram wise. But yeah, we have 9 of those, $70. All right. And I think, I mean, those were me. I bought those. They're shiny as hell. Of course, I'm walking through the gem show. Shiny shit catches my eye. All right. So the next one, there's a lot of confusion, even in-house, as to what these are. And I love that. I bought these because I saw them for what they were. And then I named them. And then it asked the question, what the hell does that mean? So next up, we have dual amethyst geode towers. Okay. And if you're like, what the hell does dual amethyst mean? Because let me tell you, every single person in-house has asked that question. So these are extremely unique. and I spotted them from across a warehouse at the gem show and said, oh my God, those are cool as hell. I have to have those. So dual amethyst refers to the fact that on the back or the outside of the geode is pink amethyst and the inside is purple amethyst. Okay. That's why I call them dual amethyst. The outside is pink amethyst. The inside is purple amethyst. Okay. So if you can picture this specimen larger as it formed, and then of course they took chunks out and, you know, carved them into the towers, you have to see this like big, you have to picture this big pink amethyst, you know, the structure, this big pink amethyst rock, and then they cut into it and there was purple amethyst on the inside. That's cool as shit, you guys. I've actually never seen these before, not me personally. So when I saw them at the gem show, we bought, I mean, I think they had a few more, but these were like the best ones. But that is why they are called dual amethyst, pink amethyst on the outside, purple amethyst geode on the inside. Okay. So also known as rose amethyst, pink amethyst is a soft hued version of purple amethyst. Pink amethyst helps balance the emotions and makes it easier to tap into feminine energies. It opens up the heart chakra, allowing you to be more receptive to love and acceptance. Use pink amethyst in your practice to move forward from distress and embrace your own personal power. Okay. And then amethyst is said to activate spiritual awareness, open intuition, and enhance psychic abilities. It has strong healing and cleansing powers. Amethyst calms and stimulates the mind, helping you become more focused, enhancing memory, and improving motivation. Amethyst assists in remembering and understanding dreams and can relieve insomnia, resonates with the third eye and crown chakras. Okay. So that's what makes these so unique. We only have these three. They're about 3.5 inches by 2 inches. They're $42.50 each. Okay. And we'll intuitively choose one of these three when we fill your order. But super cool addition. Towers will also, you know, amplify. You put them down so they'll amplify other gemstones in the area. And then geodes themselves, which is the formation here, are believed to help one see the whole picture of a given situation, shed light on new perspectives, helping you clear your mind before meditation. Oh, and then we have agates in there by accident. My bad. We copy and paste a lot of stuff here. I need to look over it a little better. But yeah, so we have three of those, $42.50 each. Let me catch up. Beth says, I got the raw aquamarine and the chain is beautiful and just large enough to go over my head without messing up the clasp. Cool. Kimberly said, so excited to have a blue opal sphere. Sweet. And Annette says, very cool. Yeah. All right. We're rolling today. I see we have a few new people. We're rolling today because we have a lot of like one-of-a-kind pieces, so I have to like show them individually. All right, next. This was also a collective buy, I believe, but I think I spotted them. I know that I picked one up immediately and was like, we have to get him. And then we kind of dug around, found a few more that we thought were cool. And it was like a collective thing amongst our company. We all got in there and picked out. I think we all maybe picked out one that we thought was really cool. So next we have amethyst and agate skulls. Okay. So I don't have to go over amethyst because I just went over amethyst, calming, spiritual, all that good stuff. Agate, very grounding. Okay. So I'm just going to go over the properties now before I grab them because I want to focus on these guys, like showing you all their coolness. Okay. And then skull carvings, great for long distance healing, divination. Ancient Mayans, Aztecs, and Egyptians used to use them for healing, but also divination. They literally would just ask the skull a question and wait for an answer. Signs from, you know, the universe or the gods or whatever. Okay. And let me tell you, I have a crystal skull on my desk. I talk to it all the time. It helps me figure out lots of problems. Okay. So they're great. They're great companions. Okay. So we have 4 of these in stock. You will be purchasing the exact one that I show you. So I'm going to grab them all real quick because they each have their own uniqueness and coolness. Let me make sure I put them in order. Oh my God, he's so heavy. That's the one I picked out. Oh my God, he's even heavier. Okay. So starting with A, because I'm just going to go ahead and show you, now that we've gone over the metaphysical properties, now I'm just going to show you each individual one. And do I need to turn the light on? No. I'm just going to start doing live gemstone sales in the dark. All right, so this is A, okay? So A is predominant with the agate, especially like this side of his face, and then into here as well. And A is split open. And let me tell you, I don't know what it is about things like skulls that are split open, but we freaking love them here, okay? Maybe it's our little bit of morbid side. I don't know. But look at that amethyst and the detail to his teeth and his jawline. Okay, I'm going to flip it up so you can see the bottom is A. But let's get back into that. He weighs over 2 pounds. So like we didn't go small with these either. Okay. So this is A. You would be buying this exact one, but he has this gorgeous split right here. A is 4 inches by 4 1/4, weighs over 2 pounds. He's $195. Okay. This is a 2-pound crystal skull. Gorgeous crystal skull. Okay. So he's $195. Okay. All right, B, I don't want to hit anything over. So what makes B unique? So his agate runs along the bottom. Look at the absolute, like the can't remember the word. It's the word delineation or something like that. Anyway, I read stuff, but I don't commit it to memory. But the division right here, you can see where the agate stops and the quartz starts, and amethyst is a form of quartz. Okay. So look how absolutely fascinating that is. And it splits to his jaw. They carved it to where he has an agate bottom jaw, quartz top. Okay. And then he's got just like a little, kind of like a mohawk. But look at that. So this is B. Let me show you his face. I think they all have little personalities, you know? So yes, this one is B. B is 4 1/2 by 4 1/2 inches. He weighs 3 pounds. He's $250. Okay, because this is a solid 3 pounds. Amethyst hair. Then we've got quartz for like the top half of his face, and the carvers did a bottom agate jaw. And I think that is so cool. Like that the artists, because I do believe crystal carvers are artists 100%, but they start out with just this chunk of gemstone and they say, how can I make the most of it? How can I make it as unique as possible? And that's unique. Okay. So next we have C. C is definitely the one I picked up because he's got a mohawk and I thought that was super cool. Look at his mohawk. So C, mostly agate face. But look at the quartz comes down over the eye like that. Okay, very cool. But then look how it formed up here. And then yes, they took the geode and they made him a little mohawk. The amethyst. So he has an amethyst mohawk. I love him. Let's get a close up of his face. So this is C. C measures 5 inches by 6 1/2 and weighs 3 1/2 pounds. He's $285. Okay. Punk skull, Justine says. Yes. Punk skull. This is C. Okay. And last but not least, this guy weighs 3 1/2 pounds as well, a little over 3 1/2 pounds. So again, we like things exploding open here at Ink Goddess Creations. And this guy just has a half of a face of amethyst. Amethyst geode, half of his skull, half of his face. Super unique. So that's what we do. I mean, when vendors have things like this, we look for the most unique versions, okay? The ones that we would want to add to our personal collection, okay? Again, he's got the agate bottom jaw, and then his agate comes up onto his cheekbones. Here's the bottom, the amethyst. Look at that. So gorgeous, even goes onto the bottom. Here's the agate side of his head into the back. Get a close-up of his face. His broken nose, broken eye. I love it. That's right here. This guy measures 5 inches by 5 inches, weighs over 3.5 pounds, and he's 300. Okay. I think, wasn't that the top? Wasn't our range today 7 to 300? Yes. So Chrysopra Sticks 7. Amethyst agate skull D, 300. Everything will now fall in between the two. But these are truly, all 4 of these skulls, one-of-a-kind pieces. And in my opinion, the coolest ones that our vendor had. Okay. I might be biased though. Laura says, I agree with loving the chain length being enough to fit over my head without messing with the clasp. I wear my IGC emerald necklace daily. I love that. The emeralds, if you got a faceted emerald, those are so beautiful. All right. Next, I think this was, I'm going to say this was another group collective. I might need to turn the lights on for this one. It was another group collective, but the cool thing is I remember finding these and picking out the specific ones. I'm gonna see if I don't have to turn on the light, maybe. Okay, good. I do not have to turn on the light. And this flashlight, for those who have been here before, we've had rainbow obsidian before. The light's completely washed it out. When you get it into the sun, it's even more gorgeous. But my fancy little flashlight is a UV sun. It mimics the sun's energy. So that's what's cool. So what we have here are rainbow obsidian double designs. Hold on. I just somehow made it turn on the side, and I don't know how I did that. Okay, so we have rainbow obsidian. We're calling them double designs. Okay, each one of these has a flower on one side and something else on the other. So you're basically getting 2 carvings in one, and it is the gorgeous rainbow obsidian. Okay, this is just going to show you the flower, and you will be buying the exact ones that you see here. And then, so A has a flower on one side and a star on the other. I am going to be hitting each of these with the flashlight. I just didn't want to drain the battery on the flashlight. B, I'm assuming this is B. Yeah, well, that was marked A. All right. Never mind. Okay, so small flower with double heart. That has to be this one. Let me go by the page. So sorry, this is going to be A, and we have the flower. So what the artists do is they take into account the natural sheen of the rainbow obsidian, and they carve around it to bring shapes and images out of the rainbow obsidian. Okay. So on one side you can see the leaves. This is going to be the flower side. And then on this side, we have 2 hearts, and I'm going to hit it with but at least you can see it, but I'm going to hit it with the flashlight here in a second. So this one's A. I'll tell you the price when we hit it with the flashlight. Okay. So this was B, small flower on one side with the star, and that's the only star we have as far as the double design. And then C, it's a big old flower on this side. They're tulips. And then whoop, very nicely, like those even just pick up in the regular light, 2 hearts on the other side. Okay, so let's talk about rainbow obsidian real quick. It's a deeply protective stone. that doesn't just shield your energy, it helps you understand it. Born from volcanic glass and laced with shimmering bands of color, this stone carries the full spectrum of the chakras, gently guiding you through emotional healing and energetic alignment. Its dark, reflective surface draws out negativity and past wounds, while its iridescent sheen reminds you that even in shadow, there's beauty, growth, and transformation. This stone is ideal for shadow workers, empaths, and anyone doing deep heart healing or energetic release. Use rainbow obsidian during meditation to uncover hidden layers of emotion. Keep it on your altar to guard your space, or carry it as a quiet ally when navigating these intense emotional landscapes. It's the kind of magic that holds your hand while you walk through your own fire so you can come out brighter on the other side. Okay. All three of them have flowers on one side. They represent growth and healing, make for stunning offerings for deities and ancestors on your altar. Okay. So now we're going to hit up. So this one has a purple sheen. I'm trying to get a little closer. The flower is purple and it is a tulip. Okay. And then the double hearts on it. See, this is what it looks, I mean, and this is still not even what it looks like in the sun. But this flashlight is a UV sun flashlight. So you can definitely see. We bought it specifically for the rainbow obsidian. So that's A. A is $85. Okay. It's 3 inches by 2.5 and weighs 7 ounces. So you've got the double hearts on one side and the purple tulip on the other. Okay. B has the flower on one side. Oh, there we go. There we go. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And then it has the star on the other side. Look at that. I love this flashlight. I love it. One of the best tools we've ever bought. 2.5 inches by 2.75 inches, weighs 11 ounces, $100. Just because, and these are made in Mexico. That's where a lot of the rainbow obsidian comes from. But these are where you're going to have the like hand carvers. Like these people are true artists in order to look at the slab of rainbow obsidian and create beautiful things out of it. Okay. This is the large flower. Look at that. That sheen even goes down into the petals, but there's the flower portion. And then again, double hearts on the back. Look at that. But the whole piece really lights up. Oh, yeah, I knew it. It was flashing. So that's all we got. The battery went dead. 14 ounces, 2.5 inches by 4 inches. It's $130. Okay, this one's C. All right. Hopefully I didn't need that flashlight for anything else. No, we should be good. I might have to turn the light on. I saw it flashing, like blinking one. Okay. If we let it sit, I might be able to get some more out of it if I need it. Okay. All right. We are about halfway through. Yeah. So I said we'd be here for about an hour and a half today. Jade says, I love rainbow obsidian. So pretty. It really is. Okay. Next was a Mefind. I was immediately drawn to it. And look, we went once. I was immediately drawn to it. I didn't get them. We went back to the same vendor a couple of days later, and I was like, I'm getting it this time because I really love it. It's just different, okay? It's yellow calcite, and the purple is anhydrite. And we have them in these flames. It's not something you see every day. So yes, the yellow is calcite, and the dark is actually purple. Okay, this one's like super dark. It's not black, it's purple. But it is calcite with anhydrite. Okay, so let's talk about it. Calcite helps enhance creativity and clear out old energy to increase personal motivation and drive. It's a powerful energy amplifier and cleanser. So it's perfect for clearing out negative energy so that positive energy can enter. Humans have used calcite for protection against negative energy, psychological attacks, and even physical attacks for centuries. Anhydrite, which is the purple ribbons, is a powerful crown chakra opener and also assists in the opening your third eye, great for psychic work. It helps to open you to receive messages from your higher self, your spirit guides, and your divine energy source. Okay. We're calling these flames. These are like a very primitive flame shape. So that helps add a little bit of power, motivation, vitality to your altar, your sacred space. Okay. So we have 6 of these. We'll intuitively choose one of them with your order. They're 5.5 inches, 5.25 inches tall by 2 inches wide. They're $27.50 each. Okay. So just a way to add something I thought was pretty cool. A different gemstone, the calcite with the purple anhydrite ribbons throughout it. All right. All right, we got some more one-of-a-kind pieces for y'all. We put them all in this. We didn't put them all in this one, but it seems like we put them all into this one live sale. So these were a Colin find. I believe he loves Malacola, but these were really cool. Okay, so we've done Malacola before. There is something different about these. They're raw pieces, but then they did polish them, and they just turned out super unique. So they really do accentuate the natural formation of the combination of malachite and chrysocolla together. Okay. And I think they're super cool. They are marked. Okay. Okay, there we go. So let me show you. So this is Malacola. The coloring, the room is, because the room is dark, number one, and I have a lot of blue tones in here. These are actually blue-green, so please refer to the pictures on the website because they just look kind of washed out blue here, but they are actually blue-green. And I don't know if we have, let's see if we've got enough juice in here. Yeah, you can see the greens over here. So Malacola is a combination of malachite and chrysocolla. Malachite is green, and that's where you're getting these green like striations, like see through this piece, and the green like bubbles, Malacola. Chrysocolla is the blue. Chrysocolla generally forms almost like looks like a Brillo pad. It's a really bad way of putting it. But when chrysocolla is smoothed out and it forms next to Malacola like this, it's really cool. Okay. And the combination is this very dreamy blue-green swirly fun. Okay. With bubbles and swirls and all kinds of stuff. And Mama Chola is here. Hello. All right. So what we have is Malacola. From chrysocolla, the stone enhances your communication. Its connection to the water element helps you steady emotions and soothe negative thought patterns. Okay, that's the chrysocolla aspect. Malachite brings powerful healing as it helps draw negativity out of people and situations. It encourages you to let go of the past and grow outside of your comfort zone. It is a wonderful stone to keep in your sacred space, for keeping your sacred space clear of negative vibrations and letting love flow. Okay. So that's what Malacola does as a whole. Let's go over each one individually. So this one is the sticker is on the flat part. So that's how, if you wanted to set it up, that you could set it up like this. Don't know if you could set it up any other way. You'd have to just play around with it. But it's very blue-green with lots of bubbles. This is a 4 inches by 3.5. It weighs 13 ounces. It's $55. Okay. B is the flat guy. So this could be a really great altar tile. Okay. If you wanted to put it as an altar tile, it wouldn't burn candles or anything on it. But yeah, or a focal piece for your altar. So it's got really good malachite striations around the side, but then the top is that blue-green of the chrysocolla. Okay. B is 4 inches by 3.25. It weighs over a pound. It's $70. Okay. And it sits pretty flat. Okay. C is heavy on the Malacola, so it's a little bit more green. But look at the gorgeous malachite formations right there. This one's heavy on the malachite, okay? But you can see the chrysocolla like in the little, around the bubbles of the malachite. This is C, 3 3/4 by 3 inches, weighs 1 pound, 2 ounces, $75. D is a very nice blend of chrysocolla and malachite. You've got some striations here of the malachite, the fans, malachite fans, but then the top is that gorgeous. Okay, so the light is adjusting, and I love that. My camera light is adjusting. You can see the blue-green of the chrysocolla on top. This is E. Sorry, I skipped ahead. They were not in order. So this is E, actually 4 inches by 3.5, 1 pound, 7 ounces, 95. Okay, so this one is actually E. I did skip over D. I'm going to go back. D is kind of short and stubby. I love him. Very nice blend of malachite and chrysocolla. So you've got the bubbles from the malachite, but then the blue of the chrysocolla. So this is D. 3 inches by 2.75, 1 pound, 7 ounces, $90. Okay. Look at that. And then, last but not least, F. So F can be done a couple of ways. So first of all, let me show you the gorgeous malachite bubble or fans on the side of there. So yeah, it has like a little thing here, like a little chair. So if you wanted to put the bubbles down, you could, and then put stuff on this, or you can display it like this with the bubbles up, okay? But you can see the chrysocolla all throughout there, the blue-green of that, but it has the gorgeous malachite fans on the side, even on this side too. This is like, this right here shows you malachite, and then the blue-green on top is the chrysocolla. Beautiful. So this is 5.25 inches by 3 inches, weighs 1.5 pounds, $100. Okay. So you will be ordering. It also looks like a slice of pie. I must be hungry. But please do not lick your gemstones or eat your gemstones. So, yeah. All right. What time are we? Okay, we're doing good on time. We're doing good on time. The next piece, that was all me. I went around collecting large quartz and smoky quartz points from this year's towers from this year's gem show. I went around doing that. I don't know if you all were here a couple of live sales ago. We had the 17-pound green phantom quartz point. Now, this one is not nearly as big as that, but I did seem to have a weakness. This gem show, 4 towers, gorgeous, gorgeous towers. Okay, so we only have 1 quartz. Okay, and I am really hoping, let me find the rainbow first. It's probably because the lights are off. There's a rainbow that runs directly through the center of this. Do you see the reflective surface, like the part right in the center that kind of looks like aluminum foil? Okay. When the light hits it just right, that is one giant, there you go. You can kind of see it right there in the center. It's one giant rainbow. Okay. And of course I have the lights off, so that's fine. So look how beautiful. I saw this and it was in the middle of a table. It was in the middle of a table surrounded by 100 other quartz points. And I said, I want that one because that's what I do. Okay. Absolutely gorgeous. You can 100% use it for scrying. You can just sit and gaze into it for hours because you can get lost. But this is a large quartz tower with rainbows. There's one giant one that runs this whole reflective piece right here that kind of looks like aluminum foil is basically a rainbow when the light hits it right. Rainbows within a gemstone mean that at some point the gemstone fractured and it repaired itself. And I think that that is absolutely beautiful. Clear quartz, of course, is a master healer, and it will amplify all of your other gemstones. It will amplify the energy in your sacred space or your house. Look how crystal clear this side is. You can 100% use it for scrying. Because, like, look at me behind it. That's great. It draws off negative energy, resonates with the crown chakra. It helps balance and revitalize physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies, and acts as a deep soul cleanser. It connects the mind, body, soul. Heather says, name it Skittles. We should, because I promise you, it's not showing up, but it is there, because I changed the name of the listing at the last minute because I was like, that's a huge rainbow in the middle. I don't know if the UV light is going to pick it up either. But basically, I saw that the big, that big metallic piece in the middle, it's showing up as metallic on camera, but it's a rainbow, okay? Rainbows and gemstones are present because tiny fractures occur during the formation of the gemstone, and these fractures bend and reflect light in different ways that present rainbows. Gemstones with rainbows help remind us that even if we are broken, we are still beautiful, and shifts within us can lead to gorgeous results. So just keep going. Okay. Rainbows often also help lift vibrational levels and enhance moods, instilling optimism and joy. So we just have this one guy, because I tried to find him friends, but none of them met my level of bringing it home with us. I'm picky. I'm a gemstone snob. 5.5 inches by 4 inches. It weighs 4 pounds. It's $200. So it definitely makes a beautiful focal piece for your altar, or if you're doing a shadow working altar or healing, anything like that. It is beautiful, and you will be able to get it in hand. Notice the big, huge thing in the middle, and you'll see that it's just that whole section. I mean, it looks, it's refracting the light in a way that makes it look metallic on camera. So you have to understand that when you're just looking at it, like with your naked eye, it's a rainbow, but it's making it look metallic on camera. Mama Chola said, Morgan, you are knocking it out of the ballpark today. I wish I could have saved up more. Oh, thank you. And Laura says, that is a gorgeous quartz tower. It is. It'll find a gorgeous home too. But I do love that Heather said, name it Skittles. So if anybody does grab this, see, and I can even see it in the dark over here, the rainbow. It's on this one side right here, whoever gets it. This little skinny side is where you can see it the best. Goes right up the middle. All right. I wish I could keep all the gemstones, you know, but we wouldn't be able to stay in business very long if that happened. All right. The next one. So normally, you guys know, I normally buy in threes, multiples of 3, 6, 9, 12. That's my favorite thing to do. So if we only have 2 of something, it means that we bought the only 2 that they had. Okay. This is one of those things where we saw it. I loved it. We bought them, and then we got them home and said, what the hell are these? So we had to do lots of research, okay? And I'm hoping that on camera they do show up. Yeah, the little striations you can see. Do you see how the white striations are actually like, they have flash to them, like labradorite? These are the only 2 they had. Oh, Christy said it's gone. Congrats to whoever got the quartz point. Okay, why am I having a problem with, there we go. So this is called Crysatile and Serpentine, or Crysatile Serpentine, okay? So Crysatile is extremely healing and promotes both spiritual and physical wellness. Wear it or carry it to improve your peace of mind and help you meet your goals. It also helps enhance your spiritual awareness and communication with the spirit realm. Crysatile is also beneficial for releasing negative behavior patterns, okay? So the lighter striations are the Crysatile. The darker stone around it is the serpentine, but Crysatile is a form of serpentine, okay? So, but that's what, I just think it's super cool because it comes out like the zebra, But the Crysatile does, it is iridescent, or, you know, it has a flash to it. Yeah, see when I do that, you can definitely see the little lines, the little white lines glow a little bit. So serpentine is also known as new jade. It can help with meditation and enhance spiritual exploration while clearing the chakras. It stimulates the crown chakra, opening psychic abilities, and it can help in correct imbalances in your life, giving you a feeling of more control and clarity. Okay, so we only have these two because that's all they had. They are the Tibetan necklaces, so they do have the Tibetan metalwork. They do come on a chain. I'm not sure which chain at this moment. They are 1.5 inches in diameter. We only have these two, $32.50 each. Okay, so when you order, we'll just pick one of these for you, but you get to see both of them. So yeah, this was a really fun find. I wish I could have found more, because once we dove down into the properties of Crysatile and Serpentine, it was pretty cool. So, but that's only two we could find, and I thought they were cool enough. We were going to bring them home anyway. All right. Next, all right, so we've done septarian eggs before, and then we've done septarian eggs with different carvings on them. This is our first time doing frogs. And if you watch my video on TikTok or Instagram, I called them turtles because it's been a very fun week here. They are frogs, though. So we bought the only 3 that our vendor had that had the little froggies on them, okay? Isn't it so cute? Oh my gosh. Hold on, because you'll be buying the exact one. So hold on, let me show you. That was a, and I'll show you again when we go over the prices. B's got a big old froggy. So if you like froggies, these are for you. And it's, did I say it's septarian? I don't think I said that correctly. I think I said serpentine, maybe. It's septarian. I always say the wrong one on those. And then this one's like bathing in a little pool of geode. Okay. I'm going to hold up the little one just because it's the lightest. Septarian is a 50 million year old stone formed through heat and pressure, and is often a combination of calcite, which is the yellow parts, or the brown parts here, and aragonite, which are the dark brown lines. Okay, and more depending on the region. It is known as the dragon stone with scale-like colorings and striations. It's a stone of extreme strength and power. It protects one against negativity aimed at all 3 levels: emotional, spiritual, and physical. Okay, the septarian egg features a frog carving. All right, so this is well, no, let's talk about frogs real quick. It's long been associated with success and abundance in life. It is a representative of transformation as the frog goes through changes in its life cycle. It is believed in some cultures that frogs prevent loss. Justine says, I don't like frogs, but those are gorgeous. They are. So they are septarian geodes. So when you break them open, they've just got these gorgeous little caves in there. So this is A with that little froggy guy. A measures 4 inches by 2.5 and weighs 1 pound 5 ounces. He's 50. B measures 4 inches by 3 inches, weighs 2 pounds, over 2 pounds, almost 2.5 pounds, $85. And he's the one that's got the big froggy. And then look at the sparkle of that geode in there. Looks like a galaxy. He also has, just to show you, his little cave wraps around the back. And then C, oh, Lord have mercy, 3 pounds, 10 ounces, 4 3/4 by 3 3/4, 130 for C, just because it weighs almost 4 pounds. And then, so he's kind of chilling in like a little geode water basin. That's what it kind of looks like, a little geode pool. That's what it looks like to me. So yeah, gorgeous sparkle in that one too. And that one has some calcite pieces down in it, like little calcite points coming out way down in the cave. Yeah, you can see them right there. Little calcite points. Ooh, all right. I think I was the one that finally pulled the trigger on these and bought them just because we'd never done frogs before and we wanted some septarian eggs, but we've done septarian eggs for years now. And some of them, like we've done different ones where you take the front off, you know, and then you can put it back on. And these were just, we'd never done frogs before. I think we have done turtles. We've done snakes. So it was just like, oh, let's try frogs. All right. The next one was Megan and I, all the way. Our creative director, Megan, we dug through flats of these guys to find the perfect ones. I feel like we were there for hours. It wasn't. But we were very picky about the citrine. This is naturally occurring citrine, okay? So if you are new to gemstones and you have seen citrine geodes or like flat pieces that are called citrine and they're this bright orange color, that is actually heat treated amethyst. Okay, it's amethyst that they blast heat at, it turns it orange. Okay, this is what citrine looks like in real life. Okay, it is and actually this one is a smoky citrine with phantoms in it. So whoever gets this one, holy hell. I do know that as we were going through, and I will get back to my original statement, I promise. As we were going through these, we did notice that a lot of them were more smoky citrine than citrine. And we tried to get the most unique ones. This is why it took us so long to go through these, because each one of these has something in it, okay? Or has an extremely unique piece. So even though we have 6 of these, you'll be buying one and we'll be intuitively choosing one. The one you get, number 1, has been hand chosen. Number 2, it's been hand chosen because there is something unique about it. Okay. So this is the natural color of citrine though. It's like a soft yellow. And as you can see, this one, if you can see all the black swirls that are happening in it, this one is a smoky citrine. So it's citrine and then has some smoky quartz aspects to it as well. But this one, 100%, that's a phantom. A phantom means that it's like other striation. I'm going to see if I can pick it up. It doesn't matter because only one person's getting this one. But, oh yeah, do you see the lines, the horizontal lines that are inside? So basically what happens is as the crystal's forming, other nutrients, other minerals kind of get deposited. You can see it again right here. So it looks like smoky quartz kind of deposited some stuff in it. And so it forms these lines on the inside called phantoms. Anyway, let's talk about citrine as I show some other ones. Citrine has long been used to carry the power of the sun, making it the perfect crystal to encourage inspiration and motivation. This one is also a smoky citrine. So if you get one of the ones that has like darker smoky-like inclusions, then it's a smoky citrine. And we chose it specifically because it was a smoky citrine. Citrine is a stone of energy and activates the solar plexus chakra to help you activate your personal power and strength. Okay. It is a stone of the sun and helps you reinvigorate your love of life and carries with it energies of abundance and success. This one has a flame in it. You can see over on this side. So if you get this one, that is a flame inclusion. Pretty cool. Like I said, each one of these was hand chosen. These citrine specimens are gemmy and they all include. So this one, again, if you see kind of like the smoky, it looks like there's smoke inside of it. This one's a smoky citrine as well. With one of these had rainbow inclusions too. I think this one was just, it's got maybe a phantom in it. Anyway, they were all hand. Oh, that's why we chose it. Yeah, it's got like a spider webby type formation in the tip. Anyway, we hand chose all of these. So just know that no matter which one you get, there's something cool about it. So hold it up to a light, see if there's like smoke inside, then it's a smoky citrine. If you get the one with the horizontal striations, that's a phantom. There was one with the flame in it. There's some with rainbows in them. They're gorgeous. Okay, so we have 6 of these. They're $45 each. Okay. And they're all about 2 1/4 inches by 1 1/4 inches. We tried to make sure we got them all around the same. That's probably why we were there for so long, is because number one, we were trying to get, oh, that's a really good shot of the horizontal striations, or the phantom inclusions in that one. We were trying to not only get the same size ones, but make sure that they had something really super cool about them. These have just like little bits floating about in it. All right. Next, we have another raw specimen for you all. Okay. This came from the same place as the ruby zoisite. We have green tourmaline. Raw green tourmaline. Look at that. Isn't that cool? You're looking at like all the little bits over here next to my pinky. All right. Green tourmaline specifically is a stone of healing energy. Okay, so yeah. So I'm not going to lie. I 100% forgot what the matrix is. Okay. The matrix, do you see? The matrix is the stone that all of the green tourmalines are formed, are in. Okay. It also has a sheen to it. It looks like it's covered in glitter. Yeah, that's a great shot. But what you're buying are do you see all the little green tourmaline chunks in there? This is actually some of the coolest green, like raw green tourmaline I've ever seen at the gem show. And this was another one where our vendor was like, wait, I forgot to show you this. Please come back. And I was like, okay. But it's really cool green tourmaline. The little rods are the green tourmaline, but even the matrix is cool because it has like a gold sheen to it. Okay. Green tourmaline is a stone of healing energy and can cleanse the aura from impurities that could cause dis-ease in the body. It resonates with the heart chakra to bring a loving energy to your sacred space. Green tourmaline is also a stone of abundance and energy directed towards success, motivation, and ingenuity to make money and follow your dreams. All tourmalines are protective stones, helping ward off negative energy and psychic attacks. Okay. So we have 3 different specimens here for you: small, medium, and large. And I get to it. Y'all see why I said that. Okay. So this is A. A has these gorgeous chunks over here next to my pinky, but even the bottom has some chunks. A is 3.5 inches by 1 3/4 inches. It weighs 6 ounces. It's $24. Okay. So if you just want, to get a nice raw piece of green tourmaline in matrix, $24 will get you A. B is this one that is just super cool as far as the main stone, but then you've got a lot of green tourmaline over here next to my pinky. Woo, that's a big chunk right there. Look at all of the small rods of green tourmaline. It is crazy how much this one has. B is 5 1/4 by 2.5, weighs 1 pound, 3 ounces, $80. And then we have C. Okay. C weighs 3.5 pounds. It is like, if you could get like an easel or a stand, you can put it on display. Or you can use it as an altar tile. I mean, I wouldn't put candles or anything on this, but this is C. Look at all of the green tourmaline throughout it on that side. And look at that. And the matrix is pretty cool. It's gold sheen again. Look at that. But look at how you can see, you're like, oh, I see one there and there and there and there and there. There's so many little pieces. It's just littered. There's so many throughout of the green tourmaline. Even on the side here, though, you can see all the rods there. So C is 9 3/4 inches by 5 inches, weighs 3.5 pounds, $235 for C. Oh, But they really are some of the most gorgeous green tourmaline, like in matrix specimens I've ever seen. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful. All right, moving along, you guys. We are almost done. Almost done. We're approaching the end. So the next was a Colin and Wren find. They bought some gorgeous ones too. We have 9 of these. Okay, and they went for unique. So these are moss agate. Aren't they gorgeous? These 100% look like if you were looking at like from Google Earth at like, I don't know, forest or swamplands. That's what these look like. They're beautiful and they're big. They're about 8.5 inches tall. Okay, so we have 9 of them. Hold on. We still have 9 of them. I didn't break one. All right, so let's go over moss agate, the stone of new beginnings. It refreshes the soul and inspires creativity and new ideas. It attracts abundance and wealth while promoting self-expression, self-esteem, and communication. It balances emotions by releasing fear and stress. It is a great stone to connect you to Mother Earth and even helps with gardening and practicing green witchcraft. So, when you purchase one, we will intuitively choose one of these, but they were all chosen, like selected by Colin and Wren. So they like looked at every single one of them and was like, that passes, that passes. Phoenix says they make me think of a misty or foggy night in the bayou. Yes. Isn't it? They're so swamp witchy. It's amazing. Okay. 8.5 inches by 1.5 inches. They weigh almost 2 pounds each. We have 9 of them. They are $62.50. Okay. But they definitely give off that like misty, foggy bayou, swamp witch, hedge witch, because of just the quartz is more smoky quartz that's run throughout the moss agate. So yeah. Very carefully putting them back. Okay, there we go. We got them back. Okay. All right, so the next 2 are put together, but they are separate listings. Okay, so if you want the earrings or the necklace, they are in separate listings. Okay, we have Moldavite again. So this is from our Moldavite Amber Libyan Desert Glass dealer. Sterling silver settings. Okay. But we went ahead with some like raw chunks of Moldavite where the setting opened back. So if you like that, energy flow. And we went with a little bit bigger ones than we've done in the past. I think in the past we've done super tiny pieces. But we went with just slightly larger size. Again, open back. So let's talk about Moldavite, because what we have here we have some Moldavite necklaces. Okay, we also have Moldavite earrings in the same format. Okay, so hold on. Yeah, so as you can see, we just did like the raw where they put the sterling silver around it for the necklace, and then just slightly smaller pieces for the earrings. Same style though. Okay, so let me hold up a piece of Moldavite. Moldavite is a green tektite from the Czech Republic, formed when a meteorite hit Earth 14 million years ago. It is often referred to as the stone of transformation due to its ability to accelerate spiritual and emotional growth. When wearing Moldavite, one may experience an increase in epiphanies, as it helps bring alignment to spiritual paths. That's why whenever we have that makes a hell of a lot more sense now. Whenever we have like a day where we're going to brainstorm new products, I always wear my Moldavite ring or my Moldavite necklace. Like always, like that morning I'm called to wear it. That's crazy. Okay. Moldavite clears away blockages and activates all chakras, especially the crown chakra. Keeping a piece of Moldavite near you will help you ward off negative influences, keeping your energy uplifted and lively. On the lighthearted side, it is believed that Moldavite holds the power of communication with beings from the outside of our world. And for anyone that listens to my podcast or my podcast with Megan Winkler, Two Witches Talking, because that's one of the random pieces of information I carry around, is if it came as a shock to you that I was like, oh, I didn't realize that about moldavite, it's because I can't carry all the properties of all the gemstones in my head. But for whatever reason, for 20 years now, I have known that moldavite means you can communicate with aliens. A traveling salesman to my brick and mortar store who sold moldavite jewelry came in with some moldavite jewelry and told that to me, and that's what stuck. They told me all the other properties too, but nope. What stuck was the fact that moldavite helps you communicate with aliens. That's what stuck in my mind for 20 years. So we have, the necklaces are about 1 inch by 1/2 inch in size. The necklaces, like I said, they're not about 1 inch, they're about 3/4. Well, I guess if you measure bail to end, they're 1 inch. Open back, so you have that flow of moldavite energy to you. These do come with a 24-inch sterling silver chain. We have 6 of these, $62.50 each. Okay, and then for the earrings, they're about 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. Sterling silver settings on these as well. 6 of these, $62.50 each. Okay. And please understand that, especially with the earrings, like they're paired similarly, but they're not going to be exact because these are raw pieces of moldavite that they then encased in sterling silver. Okay. Laura said, to be fair, I'd never forget the alien part of the story as well. Yeah. That's what stuck. Let me show you this last one because we have 3 of each. So of the moldavite earrings. So yeah, they paired the shape similarly with the earrings, but understand they're not going to be exact. Okay. All right. For the last 3 specimens, we have carvings for you all. One-of-a-kind carvings. So as I show each one, that's it. That's all we have. That's all we bought. We're going to start out with some lions because I thought they were super cute. And there is a picture in social media of me roaring the lion at all of our team members here because it made me giggle. So while we were at the tent shopping at the gem show, I'm holding a lion and walking around and roaring it at everyone. What else are you supposed to do with a gemstone lion, right? So we do have 2 of them. We bought 2 of them because, or we're putting them up for sale now because we do have the Lionsgate portal, which is the peak opening is 8/8, so August 8th. So if you're very into working with the Lionsgate portal energy, I highly recommend that you grab one of these. Or we have Leo season. Or if you have a Leo like me, I'm an Aquarius sun with a Leo moon and a Leo rising. So you pretty much a Leo is what I am. So they're adorable. Now they do come in, we have 2 different gemstones, 2 different sizes, and they are going to be in 2 different listings. Okay. We have a baby lion in tiger's eye, and then we have mama lion in labradorite. Okay. I'm going to show you each one. Let's talk about lions real quick. The lion symbolizes protection, courage, positivity, power, strength, and wisdom. These positive aspects of the divine masculine help you tap into your personal power and authority. The lion is also associated with many powerful goddesses, including Sekhmet, Inyana, and Hathor. Okay. So this tiny one, he's 340 grams, in case you wanted to know that. He's made of tiger's eye. Tiger's eye is a stone of protection. So there's one side, but this side gives you the most gorgeous sheen of tiger's eye. And let me show you his face. So tiger's eye is a stone of protection. It aids in focusing the mind and stabilizing mood swings. Tiger's eye increases courage and self-confidence and releases tension. It resonates with the sacral and solar plexus chakras. Okay. Works really well with Leo energy, works really well with lion energy. Okay. So we have this one, 4 inches by 1.5 inches by 3 inches. He's $79. Okay. 4 inches. Then we have this guy. And oh, good, you can see. So his sheen, a lot of his sheen is up here close to his head. I do know that the picture's caught, although you can see somewhat like as I go around slowly with him, you're going to see different things catch it. But I know the pictures are really good. Let me get you a close up of his face so you can see the intricate details. They even did the whiskers, you know, like kind of carved those in. Labradorite is revered for its powers of psychic development and increasing magical energy. It is a stone to aid in any magic ritual and helps with transformation on all levels. Labradorite is great for increasing intuition and psychic development and can help provide clarity into one's own destiny. Okay. Just to show you the bottom, he's over a kilo. So yeah. So if he's over a kilo, I don't have the weight here. 1.2 kilos. So he's going to weigh 3 pounds. What? 2.5 pounds. It's called like 2.5 pounds. I would have gotten there eventually. Anyway, so he is 6¼ inches by 2.5 inches tall by 4.5 inches wide, 265, just because labradorite, a little bit more of an expensive stone. And then the detail, I don't know if you all have truly seen the detail of, like, you know, his mane and his little paws right there and his face. Like, lots of detail went into carving him. All right. And now we're at the last one. So we did buy a couple of different snake gemstones this year, but we only bought one of each type. Okay, so this is green hair jasper. Okay, and we bought 4 different formations as well, or not 4, several different formations. I don't think we bought 4. That was weird. We bought several different formations and all the different gemstones. Okay, so this one is a green hair jasper snake. Okay. Snakes are the ultimate symbol of transformation and rebirth. I'm going to flip him so you can see the upward view too. Just as a snake is able to shed its skin and begin anew, so can you. Snakes represent healing from trauma. It can help you release fear, emotions, and blockages that are holding you back from moving forward in your life. Snakes also represent the magical and the mystical. So having a snake on your altar can amplify your power as it helps open your root chakra to ground your energy so you can reach new heights as you build magical energy for spells or rituals. Snakes also increase sexuality and passion in your life and help you explore and expand limitations you have placed on yourself in that area. Okay. This one is made of green hair jasper. I'm going to get a close-up of his face. Green hair jasper contains powerful grounding energy to aid in overcoming negative thoughts and patterns. Green hair jasper also provides much needed harmony to situations involving emotional healing and growth. Use this gemstone to balance heavy thoughts and emotions and return to a more positive and stable mindset. The detail in the mouth and the eyes is beautiful. And they even did detail on the belly. And hopefully you were able to see it all throughout. So we just have this one guy. He's 7.5 inches by 2.5 inches, weighs 1.5 pounds. He's 105. Look at that though. I love his shape is very gorgeous. Very gorgeous. All right. Show a close up of his face again. Roar. He doesn't roar. The lions roar. All right, you guys. Oh, we made it to the end. 1.5 hours. See, I told y'all. Let me let you all know what is coming up. Because look, July is a big month for us. This is our Yuletide in July. This is our Christmas in July. Okay. So right now, pre-sale for the Witchy Advent is open. It is open through August 15th. The pre-sale is the only way to guarantee that you get an Advent. And this year, that is this year, the guarantee is the pre-sale is the only way to get the Advent at the price that it's at now. Okay. If we open up the Advent later in the year, it will not be at this price point. It will be at a higher price point because of the lovely changes that are going on in our economy and our government with tariffs and all kinds of fun things. So, Advent, please look it up on our website. We are the originator of the Witchy Advent. 21 individually bagged gifts, one for you to open each day starting December 1st. So December 1st through the 21st, countdown to Yule, because we're witches. We're the originator of it. We're still the only one doing it correctly because you can't imitate us. It's fun. So yeah, that goes on. Pre-sale goes on until August 15th. We also have our Yuletide and July clearance going on. But when you order an Advent, no coupon codes, and don't add anything else to your cart because these don't ship till November. Okay. We also have our Yuletide and July clearance. Half the stores are like, it's a lot, and it's anywhere from 10 to 90% off. These things are being discontinued so we can make room for stuff for the second half of the year. And Witchy, nope, I thought there was a third thing for we have our box. I mean, our box is Spicy Witchcraft this month. So ordering for the box just opened as well. Our subscription box has been around since 2016. And yeah, this August month, we're selling this month is August box. And that is Spicy Witchcraft. It's fun. We're getting a little moody with that box. But those boxes will ship August 5th. Normally Colin comes and tells me what we have in stock, but I don't know if he's going to do that. Are you doing that? Okay. Definitely pre-sale. You guys, I cannot stress pre-sale enough. If we open it later in the year, they will not be at the price point they are at now. Okay. Oh, the vault. That's what it was, Phoenix. Yes, the vault. Hold on one second because Colin is here.
Smooth.
We have calcite with anhydrite flames still available.
Some of those.
The moss agate, we're going to call them our swamp witch towers. We still have some of these. Moss agate.
Some of those.
We have some of the Malacola freeforms. I'm not sure which ones, but we still have some of these available. The Amethyst. We still have some of the gorgeous Amethyst sterling silver necklaces available.
Some watermelons.
Some ruby zoisites. I don't know which ones, so I'm just showing you all random ones. And that's it.
Some skulls.
Some skulls. The big guys.
And one lion and snake are available, but they were just shows.
Okay. Those are probably sold by now. Yes, the vault. Phoenix, the vault. We are opening the IGC vault next weekend, next Saturday. So it's just some of your favorite items that we've not had for years. Or actually, Colin, can you bring me a cup real quick? Because I at least want to show that. I'm so excited about these cups. You all have no idea. Okay. A lot of the items are like oils, or we're taking and making new kits with items. But some of the things are things we haven't sold for a few years. But one item we did bring back, we had it remade. So it's like a spin on what it used to be. But the IGC Vault there's about, I think, somewhere between 15 to 20 products that we are bringing back that we haven't sold in years. I have Colin bringing me a cup because I'm so excited about these cups, you guys. So back in the day, we did a box called Witch on the Go. It was like 2016, 2017, maybe 2017. It was called Witch on the Go. And in it was a tumbler that was green with a purple lid. And we had them remade, but we flipped them. We also updated the artwork with our new font. And then this is still a drawing of mine. So I was doodling one day, doodled a cauldron, and it ended up on a cup. So we just updated the font and we flipped it. So now we have the purple cup with the green lid. So these are part of the IGC Vault. And if anybody, I still have the green with the purple, but the image is fading because I think 2017, is when that box was, 2017 or 2018. So I've had that cup for so many years, and that's probably the most requested over the years, people have been like, can you please bring back the Witch's Brew tumbler? And I'm like, yes. So we will have those available next Saturday. It's a regular product launch. And then we have some other things, some oils that we used to make, some kits we used to make, just a lot of fun stuff. So the IGC Vault is opening next Saturday. And yes, if you want to join the Ink Spirit Coven, we're doing witchcraft types this month. We've already had our live lesson, but it's available in the lesson archives already. And then the 22nd, I think, is a Sunday. That's our guided meditation together. So you can join at inkspirit.com. It will, Heather, if you got the 6-month subscription, it automatically renews at the end of the 6 months. Yes. Unless you cancel. And if you cancel sometime within the 6 months, you still get all 6 months of boxes. But if you don't cancel, it will just automatically charge you for another 6 months. Yeah. 3 months is the same way. It will just automatically charge you every 3 months. And a subscription, it's a great question because we have sold out now. Tarot Magic is sold out. And then earlier this year, we sold out a couple of boxes. If you have a recurring subscription with us, they renew on the first of the month. You're guaranteed a box as long as your subscription successfully renews. So even if we sell out of boxes 1 month and you have a recurring subscription and it successfully renews, you're guaranteed a box. Okay. So I do highly recommend at least a monthly subscription to our subscription box because we did sell out last month. And I can tell you for a fact, we have the next boxes for the rest of the year. We went above and beyond. I'm really excited at some of the stuff we have been able to acquire and make for these boxes. So we're blowing ourselves out of the water starting with July's box, which was Tarot Magic, and for the rest of the year. So. All of this is at inkgoddesscreations.com. Thank you all so much for being here today with me, for having fun with me. Anything that did not sell today remains in the live gemstone sale category, and you can see the other items that are in there from the other past lives. Jenny says, I got my Tarot Magic box today. I think it's probably my favorite. Yeah. It said this year. Just wait. I love what I do, you guys. I absolutely love what I do here. And I raise the bar on myself all the time. And I love blowing myself away. It's really fun. So yes, thank you all for being here. And yeah, go check out the website, all the fun stuff we have going on. And our next live is Saturday, August 9th. It is for Llamas. It is technically after Llamas, but that's just because we basically do the second Saturday of every month. But we're starting to get into some fall gemstones. Okay, so that's what the thing is. So mark your calendars for the next live, Saturday, August 9th, 10 a.m. Pacific time. All right. Thank you all for being here. I will see you all in a month. Bye.